Putting your company on the Thomas Register or ZoomInfo in 2025 hoping to get discovered is flawed. That's like throwing a stone into the ocean. Sure, it makes a ripple, but no one sees it. If you're a packaging manufacturer relying on static listings like Thomas Register, you're invisible and you're leaving serious money on the table. Let me explain. Here's the truth. Buyers don't browse anymore. They search. They use AI tools. They look for answers, not vendor lists. And if your digital presence isn't dynamic, you're simply not showing up. The old mindset says, let's just get listed and people will find us. But the new mindset says, let's get discovered. There's a key distinction, and I want to make sure you understand. Packaging manufacturers, of which I've been in this space for 35 years, I totally understand the old way of thinking. You know, the yellow pages effect, and people will find you and they'll search for you. That may have worked 5 and 10 years ago, but this doesn't work anymore. It's not that effective. You could have the best product in the world, but if you are not actively finding ways to get discovered, make your content, your company, what you do better than anybody else, discoverable, you're actually losing sales and wasting opportunities, okay? Now, I spoke to a manufacturer last month. Great team, incredible solution, but their marketing strategy was this. We're listed on Thomas, we go to Pack Expo, and we send some emails. Now, how effective do you think that is? And guess what? No leads, no engagement, no new business. Because they weren't showing up for today's buyers and where they actually look. That's what I mean by dynamic. Not on directories, not on trade show floors, but on search, on LinkedIn, on Google, on AI platforms. This is where it's headed. Their expertise was buried under a sea of static noise, while cheaper, louder competitors grabbed attention. Again, this is what I mean by dynamic. You've got to capture what it is that you do better than anybody else. You have to give yourself an opportunity to really let that resonate. And then you can find companies that meet that profile. Then you can find companies that in turn want what you have, want the solutions that you provide. If you're a specialized packaging manufacturer, you cannot rely on being passively listed anymore. You need to be searchable, visible, and positioned as the expert. That means SEO-focused content, niche keywords, and industry problems that you solve. Video, case studies, stories. People relate to stories. A presence that speaks directly to the buyer's pain. Again, this isn't something that just bubbles up. This comes from being discoverable. This comes from storytelling. This comes from capturing what it is that you do better than anybody else and putting it out there for other companies to find. That's why we built the Specialized Packaging Alliance. It's not a directory, but it's a discovery engine. It's a marketplace. It's dynamic, it's active, and it's designed for how people buy today. Look, the key thing here is not a commercial for the Alliance. The key thing here is to basically find a separate place for companies to be able to share what it is they do better than anybody else. Put that out there. Is it a video? Is it a case study? Is it a blog post? Is it a white paper? It could be all of that stuff. And frankly, in this marketplace, you are encouraged to constantly update. You are encouraged to constantly put information in there. The idea here is we're trying to create a safe place, an environment for specialized packaging and companies that make it to be able to kind of find each other. Companies that need it, companies that make it, companies that should or are interested in it. The whole point here is to create this platform. This is not a commercial for the Alliance as much as it is trying to educate people of this is the way search and getting found in 2025 and beyond is going to look. Now you can jump on this and again be one of very few companies that are doing this. I've been out here beating this drum for a while. Or you can just stand back like many in the packaging space, hope for the phone to ring, hope you get a repeat order, hope that somebody comes back. But again, that's crazy making, all right? The whole point here is to stand out. You want to keep doing that, knock yourself out, but at least attempt, at least come over here and take your free listing, get your listing out there, capture what it is, or at least explain in an interview what it is you do better than anybody else. We're going to put this onto our platform. Wouldn't you want to be found if you made a great type of a packaging product or whatever it may be? Wouldn't you want to be found by other companies searching for that? And again, this is not something you're going to get on a static Thomas Register or ZoomInfo site. It's got to be active. It's got to be dynamic. You've got to have it consistently going out there to companies that are searching and looking for what it is that you do. So ask yourself, when buyers search for what you do best, not something you just make casually, but what you do best, okay? Are you showing up, or is that stone just sinking into the ocean? I think it's a key question you need to ask yourself. Are you actually showing up for what you do better than anybody else? And that's something only you can answer. Now, if you're tired of being invisible, DM me visible and I will help you. I'll walk you through what we're doing for other packaging manufacturers with our marketplace. This isn't a directory. This is basically a standalone place that you can capture what it is that you do and get that recognized, okay? Static sites like Thomas Register are dying on, they're dying. They're a dying breed. And if you think going around and being at Pack Expo and standing around, someone's going to find you, you're crazy. So again, I hope this is helpful. The whole point of this is to emphasize that you do something unique and different. You've got to capture that. You've got to know it. You got to know what people are searching for. You got to know what that pain is. And then you can use other tools that are out there to get noticed and found by companies without having to spend big money to get noticed. I mean, what better way for you to capture what it is that you do and then have companies find you or you find them? It's an interactive marketplace to be able to engage with a company in another state, in another city that doesn't know you exist right now. What perfect way is this? And by the way, you don't have to schlep an inefficient sales guy out there to sit in their lobby. You are engaging. I'm not saying don't go out and visit them. I'm not saying do this or not to do that, but I'm talking about let them put some skin in the game, get some samples in their hands, maybe do a quote, maybe go over a project, maybe do a Zoom. The whole idea to this is in 2025 and beyond, this is how packaging sales, especially custom, is going to happen. And you can kind of sit back and do the same old, or you can be one of very few out here to dominate. Use the tools that are available. They're very inexpensive, if not for free, and you can kind of go out there and really kill it. I hope this helps. Thanks.